So today, randomly, a random Wednesday in June is legitimately one of the most important days in NBA history now because the Los Angeles Lakers have just sold a majority stake in their team for $10 billion, the most expensive sale in sports history. Not just North America, not just the NBA. In sports history, no team has ever been sold for this much money, which makes sense because this is one of the most valuable commodities and assets in the world. It has just been sold to the owner of the Dodgers, Mark Walter. Now, the Buss family still maintains a minority stake. Jeannie Buss is still the governor, which, shout out to Mark Walter, because imagine paying $10 billion and not asking for, like, final say in everything. That is insanity. Now, maybe it gets phased out as it goes on, kind of like what happened with the Mavs. But just insane because now the Lakers are no longer a mom and pop operation. They're no longer a small business. This team literally applied for a small business loan in 2020 and then won a championship because they have no other revenue stream outside of the Lakers. Now, a billionaire is going to be funding this operation, and if the LA Dodgers are any indication, this man will spend money if it means winning. And now there's a lot of similarities, and there's always been overlap between the Lakers and the Dodgers, more so than what we see with other teams that are located in the same area. Mark Walter already had a minority stake that he purchased in 2021, so he's already been involved, but there's already so many similarities. You have a maybe the biggest international star in the world in Shohei Ohtani. You got Luka Doncic on the Lakers, one of the best international players that we've ever seen, one of the biggest jersey sellers outside of the U.S. Also insane to think about. Jerry Buss bought the Lakers for $67.5 million. They just got sold by $10 billion. The Buss family has legitimately been some of the best owners in sport, which is why it's elite that they're still staying on. Jeannie Buss will still be involved. Technically, Magic Johnson is also involved now because he is a minority owner in the Dodgers. Hopefully, he's still just an ambassador for the Lakers, okay? We do not want him getting involved in personnel decisions again because that Ivica Zubac for Mike Muscala trade still pisses me off. But for implications, we now have an owner that will most likely be very okay with going into the luxury tax. We won't have to worry about that as much because we have the money to spend. If the Dodgers, like I said, are any indication, Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts got paid. They just got the other player from Japan, Yamamoto. They have been willing to spend money to make a team that good, and they just won a World Series. They have actually won 2 World Series under Walter's ownership. It also makes complete sense as the franchise is going into a new direction with Luka Doncic as head of the franchise now, and not LeBron and AD. Now you have Luka to build around. You can spend money. The Lakers were already going to be a destination for players because of being in LA, being the Lakers, being that media market, but also Luka's there, LeBron is there this year. You already have some good talent on that team, and now you can just spend so much money. I think, obviously, ownership in Dallas has been very bad, so it always has the expectation that this can go badly. But this guy has a track record of being a good owner and letting people make the baseball decisions and just spending money where he needs to. Just basically, he just takes out his checkbook for the Dodgers when he needs to, and he gets people to come. That's basically been his role as owner of the Dodgers. If he follows that same philosophy with the Lakers, with Rob Pelinka running shit with his voodoo magic that he uses to make these trade deals, this is genuinely a mind-blowing day for me as a Laker fan. I think that the potential of what this team can do is insane. We can build better facilities, all of that. Not like our facilities are like shit, but still. But with the new second apron rules and things of that nature that they put into the salary cap in the last CBA, this opens up so much for the Lakers, what they can do with their roster construction, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. So, like I said, probably one of the most impactful days in NBA history that doesn't involve player movement because this is going to have ripple effects for years to come for the Lakers and for the rest of the NBA. And I think our chances of winning a championship just skyrocketed because of this. Shout out Jeannie Buss. Peace.